I want to be a part.
Hello again, David Trapani coming at you. Today we're going to talk in this episode about Airbnb, something a lot of people are interested in. So Airbnb, as a lot of us know, is a company that was formed in 2008 in San Francisco by a couple of young men who had a brilliant idea, and now it's one of the more successful companies in the world. So when you have an Airbnb, you have what's called an STR, a short-term rental, as opposed to an LTR, which would be a long-term rental, like a regular apartment or a condo or a house that you're renting to somebody full-time. Here you're going to have periodic guests. A couple of steps. How do you acquire and set up and operate an Airbnb? Number one, what is your market? You want to be in a market that is high demand, a lot of traffic, a lot of visitors, a lot of people like to go there on vacation, and it's going up in value, and also that has reasonable Airbnb regulations or none at all. And we'll get into that in a second. So once you identify your market, and I'll just tell you a couple of quick tips. Two of the hottest markets right now are Palm Springs, California, and the Great Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, East Tennessee. Great Smokies over here, okay? Great Smokies gets 12 million annual visitors. That's Disneyland numbers. That's what you want. So once you find your market, you get your agent, get your mortgage broker, and you make an offer, but make it a contingent offer so that you can do your research. You want to go on the internet, do a Google search, XYZ city, short-term rental, this is a legal word, ordinance. Look that up, ordinance. Type this in your search engine. Can you all see that? Ordinance. If there are any existing regulations, that should bring up the city county regulations. Also any news articles. This is a very fast moving environment. There's a lot of pros and cons. People either love it or they hate it. Sometimes they're trying to shut it down or limit it. You want to know all of that information. You want to know if it's easy to get a permit. Easy would be, hey, just show you own the property, that you have insurance, and give us your phone number and your address. Pay a fee, get your permit. Hard would be, hey, you can only do it so many times a year, you can only own one of them. Other examples would be you have to meet every guest, which is obviously impossible if you don't live in the area where your Airbnb is located. So you need to know what the ordinance is for getting a permit. All right, once you close escrow, then you get your permit, now you own the property. Now, in some instances, you can buy the property with all the furniture in it, which is great. Then you've got turnkey. Other times there's nothing, so you just got to start from scratch because you got to furnish and decorate your house. So obviously, if you have all the furniture in there already, it's a lot easier. But if you do need to furnish, they go, and some people do like IKEA, very minimalist. That's fine. That's probably most Airbnbs. I like to do a little more to the umpteenth degree, where I spend quite a bit of money, make it really nice because A, I enjoy it while I'm there. B, I think it adds value because you can resell these things more than once. I've sold fully furnished, decorated Airbnbs. Didn't take one thing out, sold the whole thing as was. And then also because it's going to look good in the pictures. So the next thing is, either you've got the furniture, you buy the furniture, it's ready to go, you're ready to launch, you go to the Airbnb site, and you launch. Now, in order to launch, you need pictures. I cannot overemphasize the importance of the pictures, ladies and gentlemen. When you make good pictures, there's a little mouse on someone's laptop or their computer, they click, and money goes into your bank account automatically. I'll say that again. They like your pictures, they like the location, they click the mouse, money automatically goes into your bank account. I'm talking like $1,500, $1,200, $900, $1,800. You get the gist of this, $1,500. This is in 1 month, okay? So significantly more money, cash flow, than an LTR. Let's say your LTR gets you $1,200 a month, $1,500 a month, your tenant pays you on the first of the month. Here, you can see the numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,000. You should easily be able to make $5,000 or $6,000 a month minimum on your Airbnb. Some locations like Palm Springs and the high season, Coachella Fest, etc., you can make $10, $15, $20, $25,000 a month. Amazing, isn't it? And this is where you can take this extra money and double pay your mortgage, like I've been talking about in my other videos. So you pay less interest, you beat down the mortgage, you build more equity. That's your money. So managing it is a whole other thing. We're going to save that for another video. We're going to assume that you've taken your picks, you've launched, you're starting to get hits, you're getting bookings, and we'll continue on the next one.
Had too much wine, that's amore.